What's up, guys? It's your guy LV Banger here. Today, I wanted to discuss some graphics settings on PC for Warzone. Before we dive in, I think that graphics settings actually separate into different groups of players. Ones are the FPS chasers, the minimum input lag chasers. Then you have people that prefer lots of visual clarity on the maps, and then you have players that usually play like story mode or DMZ or zombies, and those guys are just wanting to get the max 4K graphics possible. Don't get me wrong, as you see, I have got quite a good setup here. I've got a 5090, I've got a very powerful PC, so I can run everything maxed out on this game, and I'd probably be pretty fine with it. But I chose not to. I consider myself as a competitive player, and the graphic settings I have you might find pretty interesting. So yeah, starting with the display mode, the full screen exclusive is your go-to if you want to have as less input lag as possible. Borderless just reduces the frames and also adds minimal input lag. Monitor, obviously you choose the monitor that you're playing with. Same with the refresh rate. Display resolution, I know that lots of people are playing on stretch res recently, but I'm just playing on my display resolution. I leave aspect ratio at automatic, so these display gamma and brightness I usually don't touch. I change these settings within NVIDIA. Reflex low latency, I play with on plus boost. As you say in the description there, low latency mode is enabled and optimizing system latency. Additionally, GPU clock frequencies are kept high in CPU bound cases. So obviously this does reduce latency but increases GPU power draw. As I have quite a powerful GPU, I don't mind that. I know that Warzone is a game that's mostly tough with CPU bottlenecks, so I prefer to use on plus boost, but generally lots of people are also using on. VSync, I have it off both here and also in NVIDIA. Frames, I'm playing with unlimited. I know a lot of people will tell you that you should limit the frames to your display. I have a 360Hz display. I play with unlimited. Even with my setup, the most I push over is like 380 FPS, and that's not usually just running around. It's like standing still on certain parts of the map, and I can guarantee you that I don't get any screen tear at all. These settings probably not so relative. Then we go into quality. For upscaling and sharpening, I'm using NVIDIA DLS, and I use performance. So lots of people are using like balanced and quality, but I prefer performance, and I only have my sharpness at 50, and the model I'm using is Transformer. So performance for me actually is not dropping any quality in graphics at all, but if you go to ultra performance, you will see a huge dip in your visual clarity. Everything seems to be like super blurry. Frame generation absolutely off. VRAM scale target, I just keep it at the lowest, 50. This is the best part. I have everything at very low or off here. Even though the fact that I'm running with a 5090 here, which is the best GPU you can get right now. So yeah, I have texture resolution very low, texture filter low, depth of field off, detail quality low, particle resolution very low, full impacts off, persistent effects off, shader quality low, on demand texture streaming at minimal, local texture streaming quality low, in-game video quality I have low as well, shadow quality very low, screen space shadows off, low, very low, off. So I'm going with the bottom settings in every single field I can, and this is giving me the max FPS and the least amount of input lag. And you can see it on my streams. I'm usually running around all of Resurgence maps at around 350 FPS. And here in the view, this is mostly settings for me, at least the way I see it, is to have as less visual recoil as possible. field of view, I was running at 115 and 117 at some points. Now I've switched back to 120. ADS field of view, I'm using affected. Field of view wide, of course, fourth person at 90. And yeah, the rest is just settings that you've probably seen everywhere else, and I think everybody has these at the same level. So yeah, that is my graphic settings, guys. Thank you for staying around. Quite a long video. If you want to see anything more, drop a like, subscribe, and write something in the comments. Thank you, guys.